Hello, I'm Michael Morpurgo. I'm a writer. I tell stories. I'm a grandfather, I'm a father, I'm a husband. I was a boy once, believe it or not. I'm really sorry I can't be with you. I'll tell you why I can't be with you. I promised myself that for the first 3 or 4 months of 2014 I would stay home and finish a novel that I'm writing. So that's why I can't be with you. But I wish I could be, because Salford means a lot to me in all sorts of ways. It means a lot to me, I think, mostly because of this prize. I've been lucky enough to win it twice, with Private Peaceful first of all, and then with Shadow. It's a great honour to receive prizes, it always is, and it's a great pleasure because you know that lots of people like you have read the book and have enjoyed it enough to think that it was a book that you liked and maybe even loved, and you vote for it. And those are the best kind of prizes to win. So to win it twice in the same town is wonderful. I want to maybe say a word or two about the 2 books which have won this prize over the years. Let me talk about Private Peaceful first of all. It's maybe the saddest book I ever wrote. It was the hardest book to write, and maybe the most satisfying, which sounds rather strange. But when I wrote that book, I had to become a 17-year-old soldier in the First World War, and I was in a barn and I was alone, and I knew that something dreadful, appalling, was going to happen at 6 o'clock in the morning. You don't know until the end of the book which of the 2 brothers is going to be executed, but nonetheless, whether I am the person about to be executed in the morning or the brother of that person, the night is long to live through. And during the night, we go back through the lives of these 2 brothers, and they're growing up in the countryside, and the girl they both love, the family they come from, and they're going to the war, and what has happened to them there. So it's a tale told from the heart. It's also a difficult tale. There are those people who say that it's too harsh for young people, but I think young people have to face harsh things, whether they like it or not. It's how life is. There are joyous things and there are really sad things. And a lot of this book is about the horrors of war and of death in war, and of families missing loved ones. So there we are. And part of that story, at least, Shadow, is about a young boy and his family, Afghan family, who run. They run from the Taliban persecution, and they run to find a better life, and they run to England. They go to England, and it's about a boy arriving in England and what happens to this boy when he gets to this country. And it's not a pretty story. So it's important, I think, for me to write about the things that I care about. I do care about that, and I do care about what happened in Afghanistan and what happened in the First World War. You do too. And when I write a book, I share those cares and joys and sorrows with you. They're not necessarily books you enjoy. I don't expect to win prizes with them, that's for sure. But if a book makes you think, it makes me think when I'm writing it, if it makes you think when you're reading it, then that's what literature does. It is not there to just be a comfort to us. Troubling is fine. It's a troubled world.